Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle McCarthy from Homeschooling in the Pines. And what I have for you today, I want to share with you the top 5, for me, misconceptions about homeschooling. People have tons of misconceptions about homeschooling, but today I want to talk to you about 5 of them. The first and second go kind of hand in hand, so I want to go with the first one. The first one is that you must be a teacher to be able to homeschool your kids. You don't need to be a teacher to be able to homeschool your kids. Yes, my background is in teaching. I taught special education for about 12 years, but I do not need a teaching degree to homeschool my kids. And sometimes I wish my background was not in teaching, because I came to homeschooling with that school mentality, and it just caused a little bit of a problem at the beginning, because I was trying to recreate school at home and it wasn't working. So sometimes I wish I wasn't a teacher by trade or by profession to be able to homeschool my kid. So that is misconception number 1. Misconception number 2 is some people think that you are not equipped or trained to teach your kids because you don't have a homeschooling degree. And that is not true. You are able to homeschool your kids even without a degree, with just a high school education. It is possible. There's so many resources out there for you. The curriculums are so easy to follow. You're able, if you just a subject that you're not good at, like chemistry, you can put your kid in a co-op where other parents that are more experienced in that area can teach your kid. So you are qualified to teach your kids, even if you're not a teacher, even if you don't have a degree, and the only thing you have is a high school diploma. You are qualified to teach your kids. So that is a big misconception about homeschooling. Okay. The third one is such a big one. It is socialization. People think that because the kids are homeschooled, they're not being socialized. But if you think about this, at school, that is not normal socialization. And I have talked about this in some of my videos. When kids are in school, they are sitting in a classroom with kids their own age, sitting in a desk for 8 hours. With kids that are like, if they're in 4th grade, they're 9 years old. Is that normal socialization? It's not. When we homeschool, your kids, they socialize with their brothers and sisters. They socialize with their parents. With my friends, they socialize with their friends' parents. They socialize with the doctors when we go to the doctor's office, the people at the grocery store, when we go on field trips, when you go to the library. So homeschooling prepares the kids for socialization in the real world when they leave the home, because being at home, that's normal. Okay, socialization at school, that's not normal. So kids are being socialized more than you think. We do so many things. My daughter's in soccer, she goes to choir, we go on field trips. Sometimes I meet my friends for coffee or for lunch in the middle of the school day, because it's okay to do that. So they socialize in there with people with different ages, different age ranges. So they are socialized a lot more than a kid in the public school. Another misconception about homeschooling, number 4, is that you need to recreate school at home to be able to have successful homeschool. You don't. That's one of the reasons we homeschool, right? Because we didn't like what was going on in school. Our kids were not doing good in the regular school. So we're homeschooling. So you do not have to recreate. It's a big misconception. You do not have to do school at home. It's okay not to have desk. It's okay to do school in your PJs. It's okay to do school sometimes just laying on the couch upside down and listening to a story. It's okay to do that. And that's a big misconception, that you have to kind of recreate school at home, but you don't have to. Okay? And the last thing, a big misconception, is that you must be really patient. That is a huge misconception. I am not patient all the time, and people say, oh, you must be so patient to homeschool your kids. I'm not patient. Sometimes I have hard times, and sometimes I lose it, just like everybody else. But I have a God that gives me tons of grace every single day, and that helps me through the hard days, because some days are really hard and I lose my patience. I am not very patient with my children sometimes, and I thank God that I have God to help me through all that, and I have His grace every single day to help me through that. So yes, patience is a big misconception. Not all homeschool parents are patient. Not at all. It's something that we need to work on. Okay, so those are my top 5, or the things that I have heard about or that I have come across as the 5 misconceptions of homeschooling. If you want to see more videos about homeschooling, more videos like this, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can see more homeschooling videos throughout the school year. I would love to get to know you, so make sure you subscribe. I will see you all soon. Bye.